So we'll do some myth busting now based on the topics from your book. So I'll
Done.
like say a myth and you just have to bust it in a sentence or two.
Done.
So the first one is plucking that one gray hair will turn all your hair gray.
Absolutely false. Not true at all.
Why is that? Just a line.
So basically, the color of your hair can be different because of a variety of reasons, and that hair shaft is an independent hair shaft. So just because you pluck that one does not mean you have kind of passed on something to the rest of your scalp where different hair shafts are growing from, and all of them will become gray. It just doesn't make scientific sense at all.
That's not a gray area there.
Not at all.
So BMI is the gold standard for measuring health.
It's absolutely false. It's very outdated. It used to be at one point, but it's absolutely outdated because BMI only takes into account your weight and height, whereas we move towards body composition, which takes into account your muscle and fat percentage in the body, which is a far better indicator of health. So I would trash BMI in 2025. BMI is of absolutely no use. Yes, it can give you a rough range of are you normal, overweight, or obese. But I could have excellent muscle mass in my body, which would make my BMI go in the abnormal range, but higher muscle, which results in higher weight, could mean I'm actually much stronger, fitter, and more capable of functional tasks, which is why I would trust a body composition far more than the BMI.
Do not exercise while you're on your periods for women.
That's absolutely false. You're most it's very okay for women to exercise on their periods, and in fact, uh, exercise would also release endorphins, which would help in natural pain relief, which can help you with the other side effects that happen while you are on your periods. Having said that, the idea is not to force your body and do something when you're uncomfortable. The idea is to listen to your body and try and promote some movement even on the first couple of days when generally things are painful. So when I say exercise, some people say that, oh, you haven't experienced periods, you should not give an opinion. This is the kind of comments I've got on social media, and I do respect that. But the idea is to move your body a little. Maybe you could do a little bit of yoga. You could do a little bit of mobility exercises and basic movements that just get the blood flowing all through the body and release some happy hormones as well. It's not about, oh, just go and lift the heaviest weight possible on day one. I do understand it's not easy, but it's definitely not something you should avoid because it's not good for you. That's wrong.
And brown bread is better than white bread.
Yeah, that's again a myth. Whether it's brown bread, white bread, whether it's brown rice, white rice, whether it's brown sugar, white sugar. Yes, there are different micronutrients that may make it slightly better, but on a more macro level, people generally go for these choices saying इससे मेरा weight loss ज्यादा होगा या इससे मैं कम calories consume करूंगा या इससे मैं ज्यादा healthier होऊंगा. It's not true over there. So I do agree to a very small aspect, but I would not make a significant change in the way I consume my bread, rice, or sugar based on its color. I would much rather not consume it or not have it as part of my plan or have it in moderation that suits my plan. But I very happily consume white bread and white rice and I don't complain about it and try to change the color just because psychologically I feel this is okay. That does not make it okay. So see what your diet plan is and have rice, have bread. There's nothing wrong in them. But the color won't really make a difference to your health.